Today I'm going to give you a simple framework on how you can transition from a manager to a leader. Simon Sinek says, look, being a manager is being in charge. Maybe you're a frontline manager, a senior manager, you have the title and you're managing results. But our ultimate goal is to be a leader, right? To inspire our people to achieve incredible results. In order to do that, it's like a skill. We have to transition. So I'm going to give you a simple framework. It's actually a staircase just like this. There are 5 steps, and I'm going to give you a bonus with the banisters here. We call this the 6 E's of leadership. Now let's start with our first step. This first E here is embrace. Now, whether you are a brand new leader, getting a new team, or you've been with the same team forever, we can start with this embrace step. This is really spending time in our one-on-ones, getting to know our people. What is important to them? Not just hitting their goals here at work, but outside of work. What are they aspiring to be, to do, to have? What are their dreams, their goals, right? Are they taking care of their family? Are they saving up for a home? What type of event is happening? Do they have kids? So we want to embrace our people first. And this is a great way for us as leaders to build trust with our people. And as we embrace them and we find out more about them, then we can start to empower them. That's step number 2. And that's really about giving them autonomy, flexibility, and letting them know that they have a voice. They're being heard. And then all we have to do is manage to deadlines and results. And what I love about this tool is that we can put each of our people on different steps. I can embrace someone and right away they open up. Maybe we've worked together in the past. They just love to open up and they want to connect. And so they'll move very quickly to the next step. Whereas some people, it might take a little bit more time. And each person is going to stay at each step for a different amount of time. But what I can focus on is getting things out of their way, empowering them with autonomy, flexibility, letting their voice be heard. Then that really helps to build that solid relationship. And then what happens next is step number 3, engage. They start to engage at a higher level. Gallup did a study many years ago and found that less than 30% of employees are actively engaged at work. They're doing something that they care about. They're participating fully, and that's concerning. We've also seen that when employees are fully engaged, they feel that they're being developed, there's a purpose there, then productivity skyrockets about 80%. So as we transition from managers to leaders, that is our ultimate goal, to start to engage with our people. Another way we can think about this is if I'm empowering someone with maybe a project or additional responsibilities, or we know that they want to be promoted, well, then the engagement comes from actively discussing, what are you thinking about this project? How are you managing it? What decisions are you making? What should we do next? And not just empowering, but engaging with them side by side, so that accelerates their growth and their engagement as well. So it's really about asking questions, getting curious, getting in the sandbox with our people to help move them up the staircase. And then step number 4 is we want to enhance them. Tony Robbins is very famous for saying that success is progress. And generationally, from Gen Z, Gen Y, Gen X, even up to the baby boomers, they've all said that development, enhancing their skills, progress is incredibly important. So what can you do to enhance your people? Perhaps it's looking at LinkedIn and saying, okay, you want to be at this position. Well, these are the gaps. These are the things that you need to develop. Maybe it's a competency, maybe it's a skill, maybe it's a certificate, maybe it's an experience. What can we do to set them up for success? It could be having a seat at the table and taking on a specific project. Those are ways that we can enhance our people depending on where they want to be. Enhancing could be giving them the tools and the resources they need to be successful. If they just want to move up in their own position to level 1 to level 2 to level 3, what does that look like? And what are the necessary steps it's going to take to move them in that direction? So what I would do is have an IDP, an individual development plan for each of my people. And in this one step, we can work on 3 things at once. Maybe it's executive maturity, decision-making, Maybe it's communication or presentation skills. Maybe it's project management, but we're documenting that, and now we're really focused on enhancing and accelerating their skills. Because number 5 is elevate. Now this could mean they want a promotion and they want to move into maybe a management role or cross-functionally into a different department. It could mean that they want to elevate to a team lead, or in their role they want a senior level role, whether it's trainer 1, trainer 2, trainer 3, rep 1, 2, 3, whatever it is. Now I'm elevating them. Now that they have the skills, they have the competencies, I am fighting for my people to get them that role. As organizations, we find one of the most impactful stats is our internal promotion rates. So from the very beginning, I'm starting to identify my bench. My bench are people that we want to move up and we want to start developing. And then I'm working with leadership, HR, maybe cross-functional partners to give them the opportunity so that when the time comes, they can get that role. So now I'm elevating. So those are our 5 steps: embrace, empower, engage, enhance, and then elevate. And my favorite is all along the way, the banister there are expectations. And the reason I have it on both sides is because I'm setting expectations for them all along the way, letting them know what's coming, what is next, what do they need to do to move from one step to the next. But they're also setting expectations for me. So this is a mutually beneficial relationship, an agreement that we're moving toward. And that's what gains the buy-in and helps me transition from a manager managing their performance to a leader, someone who's inspiring them, influencing them, and helping them achieve incredible results. So now what? How do I actually use this? It's very simple. Take your roster of your team, and then I want you to put their names on which step are they at right now. And then either weekly or bi-weekly, you can start to adjust. Where are they? Am I still embracing? Am I still getting to know this person? Or are they moved up? Am I empowering them with autonomy? They're ready to go. Maybe I've got an opportunity for them. Maybe they're so hungry that I've put them into a position where I'm engaging them in almost like a 9 block, or where are we with our different people. I can start to identify where each person is throughout the step. And for each of them, I'm gonna move from just a manager with a title to a leader that they trust and respect. So those are the 6 E's of leadership, how you can transition from a manager, someone in charge, to a leader, focusing on taking care of those in your charge. Now, to start this process and embrace your people, I recommend grabbing the 101 leadership questions. It's a totally free download, really about sparking that meaningful dialogue in your one-on-ones to help you really embrace them and start building that trust. And then one of my favorite tools to help empower your people through change is something called the 3 C's of change that I go through right here. Check it out.